Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. I'm Will Dragon, and this is Timberborn. Now, we are going to be starting a new settlement today. For those of you who have been watching my Timberborn series, yes, you will notice that we did not finish the last series. I'm not going to lie, whilst playing it, I was a little bit all over the place. My head wasn't really in it, and to be honest with you, the settlement was a mess, and it was taking too long, and it was falling apart, and so I'm just going to go and push that to one side because I don't think it's entertaining for either yourselves or for myself to simply attempt to bulldoze my way through it and keep going. So we are going to start a new settlement. Now, this is one of the newer maps. I'm not going to lie, I haven't actually seen it before, though I haven't started a new game in a while. This map is called Craters. We are going to be playing the, I believe, Folktales. I think that's what I've just selected. And we are going to be starting our settlement called Beaverhampton. Let's go ahead and hit start. Yep, let's watch all our folktales come out, and let's start by having a good look at the map. So we start in this little crater now. Okay, yes. Our water source is just buried inside here. So that then comes out of here, joins into this, and it looks like this is coming from this way, maybe? Oh wow, this map is hugely interesting. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, we've got a water source just in there. And, oops, sorry, excuse my camera controls. We've got a, is that a water source? Yep, that's a water source as well. Right, so they come down here. Hang on, yep. Underneath this canyon. Underneath here. And then it splits. One part coming down here and slightly pushing out the bad tide. One part coming to the left and dropping down here and joining my little river and coming down here, which once again hits this part of the bad tide. Okay, bad tide. We've got a nice crater in here with, I can only guess, a hole coming out of it. Yes. We have our source. No, that looks like downstream. Okay, yeah, we have a source here, which runs along here, cascades off, and just comes off the map? Yeah, I think so. That's just a nice, simple, straight river with a couple of unders and overs. And this same bad tide also then comes down here and winds its way off this part of the map. Okay. Okay. All right, then. So that is that. And apparently, beaver elders even whisper of hidden treasure. So that'll be interesting. And so if we do just have a quick look, so right, we've got, I did notice, yes, we can get down here. So we do have access to this lower level and this little portion of trees, which is a good thing because it's our only portion of trees. We've got access to up here and these dead trees. Other than that, we're probably going to want to get a forester pretty fast because we don't have too many trees. We can come across the bridge and get access to this. We can't get access to these without building something for access. Also, looking at power. Power's going to be fun. We'll be able to get, obviously, some initial windmills, but with this lovely jagged path, we might be trying to build it all the way back here, just off the waterfall. And when it comes to bad tide protection, well, yeah, that's going to be very interesting as well. Okay, yeah, we could attempt to upflood this. I don't know why we would. We could attempt to upflood this, at which point then it would come down here and cause us huge problems. And then in terms of metal, we've got, I just saw that, this nice pile. It's a little bit far away, but with the new zip lines that are in the current version, I say new, the zip lines that are in the current version, not really new anymore. This metal isn't too much of an ask. That one's a smidge further, and that one's a smidge further. That one's a smidge further, along with, yep, there's a couple of mines. That one's a smidge further. So that's probably our easiest mine stack. But like I said, yeah, not 100% sure what we would do for bad water safety. Because, I mean, we're going to get it from both sides. Hang on. Yeah, that was downstream. That's upstream. So we'd get it from both sides. But at least if I could keep this clean, we have a nice patch of irrigated land, no worries. How I could do that? I mean, there's tunneling, but that's not really a fast solution. Usually, of course, you use diversions for a fast solution. That's not really an option here. I don't know. I'm going to think on this one. Let's actually start playing. So, it's been so long. We want basic buildings. Basic buildings, basic buildings, basic buildings. Not paths and structures, landscape, storage. No. Food. Food's a good start. Yes. Blueberries. Gatherer's flag. Right, let's... Oh, sorry. Let's keep spinning that back around to where we were. That button. Again, I've said this before, it's my other one as well. I'm constantly playing. I apologize. The buttons are all very, very similar with this and a lot of other games that I play, and I truly do forget which buttons I'm supposed to press. Don't have you up there. And you guys just in here for a second. Go and grab our paths. Where's the front of this? It's by here. Right, so let's come across. Cross. Go and join you in there. Plug that in. Join you in there. Plug that in. No, I'm going to go and remove that. Just because I'll go past it a little bit later. And go straight across this path without it being in the way. And I do still need to leave, what, a 2 gap? That makes it look ugly, though. Now let's leave a 1 gap. Put a 1 space storage or something in there. Okay, so that will be berries and wood. Let's get that allowing to move efficient. Farmhouse will cost me 25 wood, so let's keep that going. Let's go 2 speed. I have to remind myself all of the things I need to place. Oh, yeah, of course. Mark trees for cutting. Go and mark all these trees for cutting. Cool. That's all of those trees for cutting. That's all of those trees for cutting. We'll, of course, want to get a farm, but no, of course, water wheels are the first thing we want to start building with all the logs we are going to be collecting. Whoops, apologies. I'm going to keep doing that. I'm sorry, I play too many games of this style, and they've all got different buttons. Have that come straight out of there. Again, we can get some small water storage tanks in here. Okay, so, and that should allow us to get a good amount of wood. We've got 3 collectors on the go. What have we got left? We have 1 idle beaver, which will end up in this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we've got 2 guys in here. That's fine. Alright, so that'll be water. That'll be storage on the go. That is wood. That is basic food, which will hopefully just stop us from starving for now. And then we try and remember, what am I needing to build? Obviously more storage. That'll come eventually. We haven't got anything to store yet because I'm using every last bit of it. But I suppose a farm, really? I want to get that farm up and running, and I want to get a good storage of carrots, because like I said, I don't know what I'm going to do against bad tide. Ooh, drought, on the other hand, we can definitely attempt to solve. Landscaping. Something to pass through a stowaway in the top. That's the exact building that I want. Too far from a district, too far from a district. That is fine. Let's go and secure that water. Okay, that secures water up here. is absolutely fantastic. Eventually, I do want to get up to here. This is a lovely patch of green land, which I can't go and ignore. Now, I suppose if I were to manually dump some water in here, I could always technically have a little green area here, which would hold it out against drought, although hopefully I'm very much hoping we're good against drought. Would also hold out a little bit against bad tide. That's a very small and kind of poor solution, but it is a micro solution all the same. Let's come a little bit further afield. Something similar I can do somewhere else. I mean, it's a very low-key solution, but it's always a potential. It is definitely always a potential. Okay, so we will definitely need to get some science on the go. And we don't want this in any... I will eventually learn to stop doing that. We don't want this in any form of irrigated land. So I am simply going to go and... place that up here. They're all going to become low priority. So basically, any spare beavers that we have... Multiply. How much do these cost to build? Ah, only 12 logs. We'll be fine. Getting our dam defenses up and running. After that, let's be honest, we want probably a farm if I'm not missing anything. Now, the farm can hold 92 carrots. Mostly in a path in front of it. Okay, this is definitely not going to be the most efficient farm, but I'm thinking if I stick it here, and obviously I can build the other side of the path as well. Because ideally, I'd get my farm over here with this as the tiny solution for saving. But I think before we get to our first bad tide, I'm also going to go and guys on a lower priority for building as well. Carrots are more important to me. And so then if we come to crops, carrots, there was a formula for these. It is about 100. Can't remember the exact numbers, but it is about 100. 7 8s are 56. And then of course we have gaps in the middle. 80 minus gaps. Put some back there. We'll put some up there. You know, we'll put some in there as well. Not the most efficient farm, but it will definitely suffice to get myself some carrots growing. It will definitely suffice. We have 3 more little baby beavers ready to... Go and pause you a second, because you've got nowhere to put your stuff. Storage, medium warehouses. Whoops. Once again, it's going to keep happening. I'm going to eeny, meeny, miny, rotate. It's amazing how I have to remember the button for rotate so much, and yet it's just R. I'm going to put these 2 this way. Go and sneak this path around there so it's a nice circle. I'm going to basically build some starting housing in here so it's nice and close to our storage. 1 for carrots. 1 for blueberries. Or berries, but they are blue, so blueberries. And then, of course, when we finally build our housing, we will, of course, reach whole new heights of beaver society appreciation. Now, this is obviously not going to be as efficient as these 2 in terms of overspill, but it is going to be very efficient in terms of our housing. So let's go and chuck those down there. Let's get another 2 people in building, because we've apparently got the spare people. So I don't know why we don't have them in building. We've definitely got the logs available. You're full. You're full. Come on, guys. Let's go and let's strip these guys of their logs. Let's give them something to do. Get all this building on the go. Nice. So this will be our drought solution for cycle 1. Done. I don't remember what the delay is on allowing for when bad tide's allowed to turn up, but it's definitely not cycle 1. I really can't remember what grace period you get given. Let's go up to full speed, more to the point. Amazing how often when you play at full speed, then you do it at any other speed and it just seems slow. Okay, so that's a bit more water stored in here. I don't know how much of a drought it will get us through. It'll get us through something. And I am playing on normal, I think. Guys out of there. These guys are the most important workers in the place. These guys are second. What's the point? I am actually going to go and just put those 2 in there for now, because also eventually, for instance, when I turn this guy off, he can just go straight there, etc, etc. This guy now also on pause. Go help build things, go help get things set up. Got guys backing down a bit, but we've got 4 days to wait for our first carrots. Okay. We're not building right because we need more logs. That's fine. That's all good. We can go ahead and knock 2 people off you then. And you can busy yourselves with other work. We will continue to get our logs in. And we're going to go and build. Hey. Again, I apologize. I'm going to keep doing it. Oh, I don't know where I just placed a path, because it just did the good old jump autosave on me. Okay, and we will strip mine that area. Ooh. Okay, let's put you down to 1 because let's get, yep, if we've got spare people, let's get them up here. And we are surviving on berries. We should be fine. Carrots will be here in what, 2 days? Yeah, 2 days. We've got our berries still coming in. We've got enough for a couple of days. He says as it keeps disappearing. We should be okay. We have plenty of water, and that also holds out pretty well. And so, let's look at our housing. Now, of course, we have our beautiful 3-inhabitant lodges. Let's not turn the camera using the wrong buttons once more. Good look at that for a weirdly set of efficient housing. Wow, it's like life. Everybody crammed into tiny spaces. What am I doing? I have made Timberborn just like life. Okay. And so now half of my beavers actually have a home to sleep in. How nice for them. So I think we've got another day. Yep, about another day till carrots. Blueberries. Yeah, blueberries are in fact holding up, so that's fine. We are, however... yep, that is now done. No goods in stock. That can be deleted. We are, however, now running out of wood up here. We are, however, getting our science in. So can I bridge this gap? I would like one of these, which takes planks. So no. The answer is no, I can't. I mean, I could, build just another set of dams because I can technically run across them. I mean, it's not efficient in the slightest, but it is a path. Right, so a water wheel will cost me 50 logs. Now, if I was to place a water wheel, where would I place one? There? Like I said, no, this whole thing is not particularly great because the outputs and inputs are all kind of blocked. Yeah. Oh yeah, of course, up here is the 100% the best place for it. I'm gonna place that by there. Now the question is stairs cost me a plank, so I can't actually reach this right now. How to reach it, how to reach it, how to reach it. Well then, of course, we need to come here and waste 20 logs on a dam. Why not? So that'll be built, then that will be built. Although again, that's not gonna help me get any planks because the way I planned this is to build it on this side. This doesn't help me at all. Hang on, let's just stop here. Because this doesn't solve any of my problems, quite frankly. I need planks. I need them on this side of the world. So although that is the most efficient place to build it, it's not where it's going to get built for now. Let's come back down. Although I suppose I could just build... costs me 50, and one of these costs 50 to run. Do you know what? Let's do a little bit of beaver powering. Oh, I hate me for doing this. Beaver power, followed by that fun thing, and off we go. I hate me for doing this. However much you guys think it's inefficient and it's horrible, trust me, I think it's worse. I'll put that back up to 3 people. 2 people missing jobs. I'm going to only assume that's these 2. Would you look at that, a comfort level of 5. We're at the basics, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody's eating carrots. Of course, now we have 3 workers on carrots. It means we should suddenly explode the number of carrots we have in stock. And so water is also holding its own. Let us go and reassure ourselves of our water levels and make sure we are ready for what the future is going to throw at us. And, yeah. Why not? Okay, so we will grab this, which costs me 100. Or we grab this, which costs me 70, which costs me... swings and roundabouts. Swings and roundabouts. Don't want to build a platform, although I only need to build a stairs up, stairs down. They do go slower through water. Ooh. Choices. Stairs are a lot less on materials, because I have to build 2 things instead of 4. Like I said, they do go a smidge slower through water. They will, however, get wet fur. We're going to unlock wooden stairs. And what we're going to do is... I'm going to give it a bit of space. That'll be me through the river. And then, of course, when bad tide turns up, that'll be me getting bad tide. Poisoned beavers through the river. Hey, you can only do what you can only do. Pause this building. Ah, alright, unpause this building. Fine. As soon as I pause it, they suddenly need power. Right, so we're going to go and get a few planks. And then we are almost going to immediately replace this building. With... when I stop rotating the camera by accident. With... this building in here. However, before we put this building in here, which we will actually place there, what we're actually going to go and do is build water wheel by there. Now, of course, they cannot reach this. They can't reach this because we haven't built these either. But they cannot reach this anyway. Gonna go like that. But that small bit of path. And then, as I went and said, we will go and do a water dump, fluid dump. It's gonna cost me 250, so I'll save up for that. And it's not really much, but we'll go and fill that patch full of water. And also... nope. Buildings lack any workers. Well, that's these four. Who's the fifth? Oh, it's you. No workers in district. We didn't manage to make one plank, did we? We did not. There should definitely be something there. Thank you. And we need 4 planks, so... Go and put you down on 2 for now. But yes, we can get some planks and we can actually... Oh, then again, actually, I may as well pause you. Although, in fact, yeah, you go get me some science. Because I need that too. I need 250. Now, I actually think I'm doing pretty well. So, do you know what? Let's go and get 3 more beavers. Oh, we are going to cram these houses in so tight. I can get another one here facing in. Oh, man, I feel sorry for these beavers a little bit. Like they're beavers, not sardines. Still, hey, they're going to get crammed in. Woo! We have stairs. We can get into the water. Now, once we're going to rebuild this, we technically get 1 more beaver back to us, because I will then go and destroy this. Yep, and then when I get across here as well, let's go and... Oh, wait, no, the next thing I want to do before the fluid dump, because we're still okay a little bit in terms of that, is I want to get my forester. How much does my forester cost me? 30! Well, if you put it that way. Let's turn ye around. Let's put ye back a spot. Now let's put you... Oh, decision. So I want access. We are going to kind of cover this area a little bit. No, you know what? This is fine. This is all just fine. Yes. Let's go and get a forester in there. And let's mark for planting. Trees? No. Yep, trees. Oak trees. Because we still do have some trees down here. Now, some of these are not quite yet going to actually be able to be planted. However, once we go and fill this up, they will be able to be planted. Then, I'm going to go and put a farm here. And put farming all around there. Now, whether I go carrots again or whether maybe even go up to potatoes, not entirely sure. But, well, we'll find out. And this looks like the easiest way to get up to this platform as well. So I might end up doing that. Let me... If I do this... Does kind of cut a bit off what's going to be my proposed farmland. Can I do farmland up here? I could. I could also put water in here. That would keep this irrigated as well. How much it would fight back the bad tide, I'm not entirely sure. But we'll give it a go. What have we got? A 3-day drought. That's all fine and dandy, quite frankly. Let's go and prioritize this guy a little bit, please. And we're also gonna go and... No, we won't give him a 1-up job. We have 3 jobs missing. Oh, let's go and prioritize this guy as well. And let's also... I'm gonna go and build... second one, all nice and crammed in. Go and prioritize that guy as well. Let's... leave it at that for now. Let us... We have 13 planks and not a lot to spend them on. That doesn't need planks. This does, but only 7. 8, 9... I don't know, 4-4 and something. But no, let's go and pause this guy and pause this guy. It gives me a couple more workers back. You two are doing just fine. You know what, let's go and get some more carrots, though. Although, no, wait, let's keep one off you. Let's put a second worker in here. Do you know, let's put a third worker in there. Let's get things built, shall we? Water's pumping out just fine. We are still going up in terms of amount of water we have. Closer down. Let's go and get this guy built a little bit faster too. And I've just realized, let's go and mark that area in there. Of course, which I never do. We'll mark that whole area for chopping down. Oh yeah, we can get these two as well. That forest is now actually gonna get to working. You surely can't be doing anything. No, weird. I don't have nothing within range to do flags. Very odd. You two are useless. You are still going. You can get all of the rest of those. And even when you're done, you can come back and grab this if it grows up in time. You know what? Let's... So those two. And that. Keep your paths clean. It does help with the CPU usage, I think. And everything else that goes on. Cool. So we're getting this guy up and running now as well. These do take 30 days to grow, mind you. They will keep me in logs for a while. Beautiful. Obviously, it won't help us in a drought, but will give us generalized power. It is not permanent. For that, we will have to look to our windmills. And with this map, we can make some beautiful windmill areas. I mean, we've got some beautiful canyon top areas we can turn into pristine looking wind farms. Alright, so that's those two gone. We are getting our way up to here. And yeah, no bad tide solution just yet. But, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to leave the first episode there. I think we've done quite well. So we have managed to make ourselves a basic drought solution. We've got a little bit of tree farming on the go, which should hold out once we get this up and running. We're gonna have a farm solution, and I think I will do the same up here. Although in fact, if I do it with the water pump up here, it will of course fill up this area and then overflow down to this area. Right, how will that work? That won't actually work. No, that'll keep flooding. I will have to then keep manually doing it. Well, that's a pain in the ass. Until I have sluices, and then I can make it an automatic thing. But anyway, I will potentially do the same up here to keep this somewhat green, hopefully during a bad tide. So we'll at least have that going for us during a bad tide. The actual solution as to what we do. As I said, I'm going to have to think about it. It's interesting because we're pretty much sat on our water source. So without kind of, dynamites and diversions and everything else, yeah, it's interesting. It's definitely an interesting one. So like I said, I will think about that because I would like to get at least this beginning river with, shall we say, protection against bad tides. And so if you have any ideas, put it down in the comments down below. If you've got any suggestions, I always do love to hear them. And until we see you again, as per always, I do hope that you will be able to stay safe, happy, and healthy.